Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Teners the Human, and welcome back to our King Arthur campaign. You join me today as we get an alliance with the Julii. The diplomacy has taken an interesting little turn here. Obviously, Germany have become allies with the Gauls and are now at war with us. So we'll be continuing that war. Must remember, we're not actually at war with the Gauls, albeit they will likely stab us in the back at any short amount of notice. So we've got to bear that in mind. I've laid down a watchtower just so I have a good eye on the situation, not a spy over in the Nile Martyrs. So we'll be all right. We know what's going on around these towns here, so we shouldn't be in a position where we're caught out. Nonetheless, we do want to get our knights moving northward, so we're going to grab ourselves Arthur here. Probably just going to grab our cav for now, because I wouldn't mind to get a little bit more vision going on. So what I'd probably like to do is get us to plot over here first and foremost. Watchtower over here won't do a huge amount, but it'll be something. Gives us a bit more vision than we already have. And we'll next turn start moving back in that direction. We'll get one more spy going though. Could definitely do with getting him set up. Oh yes, of course we have all of the ships ready now to go and deal with these annoying pirates. So we will go and get ourselves into battle with them. Let's clear off. That was the wrong thing. I want the whole force. Get in. Oh, it's being awkward now. Right, get into battle. Clear victory this time. Sunk those ships. There are some more over here. They're going to start coming for me. Let's get back into port. I was just trying to scare off the Gauls. Can these guys join me? Thank you very much. That would be grand. We'll leave back Captain Uther over here to ferry people across the water. Now, of course, we have Hector, who he needs to die, of course, and Excalibur, who would be... I ended my turn. We'll find out who he is next time. That was an accident. Yes, so that chap over there is on the this side of the tree over here. Yes, he's Madoc's son, of course. Well, adopted son. He's come through Titania, so son-in-law. So yes, we've got her married up, which means we've got this chap in the army now. So that is grand. We could do with more generals as we expand our army. So we'll probably grab pretty much everyone apart from that warband. Head those across the water. Londinium is not happy about that, but the tax rate is pretty high. And it has just grown into High King's Hall, which is why I didn't want to enter when I did. But there we go. Gauls and Franks are allies. Doesn't make any difference to me. Don't care about any of that nonsense. So, we got ourselves our Suez. I never did write the text in for that, although you can get the text written up. I'll have to do a video on that at a later point. Over in this part of the world, then, we need to use our fleet to take on these ships, or we need to get more reinforcements. Please don't lose. Heroic victory! We really struggled with that, didn't we? Okay, we have some experience, which at sea is absolutely crucial. Let us get a tiny bit of merging going on. Nothing too much. I don't want to lose the experience. Fine. We will send these back to port. Londinium, if you can retrain them, that would be perfect. I would like to make sure we have some dominance. Obviously, Britannia rules the waves. I don't know when it rules the waves, but we rule the waves with a slight lisp, of course. So over here, Hector is going to go run into the city. We can't quite get them all in there actually, so we might have to hang out outside for the time being. So we gather our forces to go and take Trier, which will just give us a nice border with nice river border with the Germans, which is kind of what we're looking for. Doesn't know they've got too many other forces floating around. That's a better position. Yeah, a few rebels to deal with. So it looks like this is the main force we've got to take out. Quite a lot of mercenaries. Obviously, Spear Warband with their phalanxes are a big problem, as we found out last time. So we will continue. I'm just going to get some more dogs because I do quite like them, and we need to play along with the with the morale penalties. So we'll go and deal with that. Let's grab. How much of this do I want? Let's have a little look at our force over here. So we probably need the cav. We probably need the infantry more than anything else. So I'm going to leave behind these troops. Yes, let's take some of this with me. I do want to take the cataphracts, of course. So is that too little to leave behind? It might be, you know. We'll leave the 2 Woad warriors. We'll send you up to the bridge for now. No, actually, you might as well move all the way up. There's no need to delay things, I think. We'll go get ourselves some more dogs and it will be fine. Now over here, of course, we do want to get a few more troops just to be defending ourselves. And we have an agent, of course, the spy. I'm actually going to send you with Arthur, good to keep one in the army itself. We'll get a war bandit, we'll get a spy, then we'll just start building up the town there. Our infrastructure is looking pretty good. We're about to get our first minor city. Of course, we can't get any more than a minor city, but we are going to get the high level tech as we go forward, so don't have to worry too much about that. Over in Tara, we just need to continue with our infrastructure. Get the stock ages for the happiness bonus, that will come with that, and just generally it's a decent enough idea, I suppose. And over here we have got ourselves a little bit of building going on. We'll turn up the tax rate, just try and pump the money in now. What we want to do, so today. We obviously last time we managed to go and capture lovely Camelot, and that means that we need to move on to take on the Germans. We wanted to go and take this as a big good border for us, nice and easy to hold. If you want to push here, maybe we could, because that would still be the river border by and large, so we'll have a think about that as it comes along. But I would like to push them back there because that's a much better border for me moving forward. The Gauls, I don't know if they're going to come attack me or not. I suspect they will, but they probably don't fancy their chances right now. So what we want to do is we want to gather our second army. We'll see what we need to do to beat off the Germans. We have plenty up in the north here, of course. So we'll work that out in the next turn or so. But yes, once we get to that point, we'll have to see what forces we left over to go take on the Gauls, if that's what we're going to do, and then what we're going to send on our grand expedition. Of course, if we can go grab Marseille, a little bit easier to head into the Mediterranean. That's kind of what we're looking to do. Send our turn again, see if anything wants to happen. Nothing of note from the Gauls, just wandering on boats. I can drown them if they want to attack me. Ah, there's an army at the Narbi Martius. Germany dealt with their rebels, but that is going to weaken and slow them down. No, they're not pushing at me. But they have got big forces, so I do need to be careful to pick them off in the right way. Germany and Dacia allies doesn't make a difference to me. Construction reports, nothing too interesting. Right, well, we're going to get prepared for this war then. Betrothal for Nemu, well, she's getting a little bit older. I think she's actually the older sister, so we probably better get her married off. At least he's got some commands. We can always kill him off if he's problematic. All the diplomacy is going mental. Honestly, I don't really care about any of that. But on the plus side, we do now have our forces pretty much organised and ready to get going. I'm going to have a couple of dogs in the army because I do want to play around with all of the kind of morale business. So we'll just make sure we've got ourselves, actually probably going to get a few more swordsmen to go here. To be fair though, we do have more infantry in the town up here, so we might actually send those to go and join Arthur's army. So if we go and form this up now, we should have ourselves a pretty solid force, both from the north and the south, so we can get ourselves all sorts of units. Obviously we've got these druids we can make all the most of, and yes, if we can make sure that we use a good mixture of these units, we should be in a good position. I would like, to be fair, to keep something in the town, and I completely forgotten about that. Now, haven't I? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Well, that's absolutely fine. We'll plod back to the town next turn. No problem there, but we'll send the cataphracts off for now. So there we are. Two forces, pretty sizable. We're going to move in that direction, see if we can pull them into battle. Actually, if they want to go over there, they want to go over there, that works for me. There's some rebels need to get care of. That will distract them a little bit. So that could be an interesting one. Right, faction leader in the town with a load of spearmen. We're going to need some missiles to deal with them, so we've got to be careful about how we do this. Hilariously, the Germans have just asked for peace. Oh, I love it when the game does this. No, this is not the time for peace. Arthur has Trier under siege, and I think we're going to wait out those 5 turns. It's an awfully big old siege with lots of phalanxes to take out. I don't think that's going to be great for me. So no, I'm not going to do that. What I've also noticed, though, is their faction leader's just wandering around. He's a good ambusher, apparently. It's not working very well for him right now. Not at all. And we have Ufa over here blocking the bridge. There are actually obviously a few bridges to be blocking, so do need to bear that in mind when it comes to defending this territory. But if we can send someone to go and work between these 2 bridges, we should be fine. And yes. Inside the city itself over here, nothing more in terms of reinforcement. They don't seem to be getting any high-level troops out, unlike over in Londinium where, oh yes, we're upgrading the Hall of Heroes for Chosen Swordsmen. This is now available to us. So I'm jumping straight into that. Normally we go straight for the port, the shipwright in this case. But no, I don't really need the money, so I'm not going to force that straight away. Gauls, I don't think you get to explore actually this sea over here. This is my sea. Sorry about that. No, no, no. Oh, this is starting to come together very nicely indeed. So, I'm going to send our boats over this way. Let's go and see what's happening. I did see over here, yes, Marseille was defended by the Gauls. That's good. The Julians had it under siege with quite a big force, but the Gauls have reinforced, which is marvellous. We might actually be able to go and fight with them. Ooh, I could do that. That could bring me back into war with the Gauls. But yeah, they've got the Spanish coming at them as well. This is very interesting indeed. I'd much rather the Spanish deal with them over here, but you never know. It might work to my advantage. It might work. It might work in good time. Bit of here needs to just look after the town, build up our forces. Now, of course, we should go and get ourselves another spy. I do like my armies to have a spy with them. Which, on that note, we need to get this guy back with after I've left him alone. Right. Into battle. Let's go and take on their faction leader. I've got two of my own, which you might think is a suicidal attempt. Yes, it kind of is. I don't really mind if Madoc dies, but obviously Hector has to die. So that is the plan here. Let's get Hector killed. Let's take out their faction leader. Let's go. Oh yes, when Sir Thomas Malory wrote La Mort d'Arthur, he did never really talk about the convenient deaths of some of his family members as they ran into battle. But of course, that is the reality of the war here. We're going to charge in. We're going to blow the Horn of Destiny just as we arrive, because that will obviously keep our general safe for as long as possible. And with that, we are going to get our general into the flank. So pull out of there and we'll go and hopefully tear them to shreds. They are eager. We'll see how this goes. We're just going to leave our main general out of it. You get out of there. They are steady. Send in for the second charge, sir. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Mallory, you're going to have to write a new chapter for us now. I think we might be getting him here. They are falling apart. He's down to 10. Yeah, they are shredded. And that's it. Victory. Well, he's survived. Hector has survived another day. And there goes the German king. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Britain's getting on the German train. Nice and early in history here. Ha 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 ha. Oh, chariots are magnificently interesting things. It can go very well. It can go terribly badly. On this occasion, we slaughtered them. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Ye gods, what dastards would host our commands. Homer. I didn't get a chance to finish that quote. Oh, well. So, there we go. That works for us well. So we're going to put the chariots on the bridge. Yeah, why not? We're going to put those on the bridge. That could be fun. We could go and guard it with some actual troops. That might actually not be a bad idea. I do have plenty of money. You know what? I'm going to get the infantry just to hold that position. No mercenary captain. To be fair, Madoc, he's become a bit strange. He's become minion trait, which is not a good one. But actually, the rest of his traits are pretty good, so we probably don't want him killed. I was tempted to get him killed, but no, he's fine. What personal morale? To be fair, if we are going to get him killed, we definitely need to pass on the retinue before we do. Hector, he's just got actually, yeah, fervent, so that's fine. He isn't as bad as he looked at first. He picked up a few dodgy ones at the start. Plus -6 from hit points. How has he not been killed? That's unbelievable. Yeah, he's not the best, is he, Hector? Did he ever get married? I can't recall if that was a thing. No, still not to get married in this part of the family. Although obviously Bedivere has now married more Gauls, and Morfydd is up to 12 years old. Lovely. Now, Arthur, you're going to get a child out of old Guinevere over here, because this is becoming a problem. We're not going to have any heir. Okay, well, that's a bit of a shame now. It's a bit of a shame. Urian is growing up. So the tree is filling out over on this side, the Madoc side. But yeah, Kai's side is a bit slow as it goes right now. So we're going to have to watch very carefully down in the south here, because the Gauls obviously are taking on a couple of our allies, the Spanish and the Julios. Now, I'm very glad the Julios didn't take this. That would have very much made life annoying for me. I want the Gauls to hold on here for as long as possible and hold off the Julios. The alliance kind of works in my favour, because what I can do is a little bit of that trick where if you're in battle with our allies over here, we can make sure that the auto-resolve of the Julii doesn't, cheese it. Because I do think that, obviously the game slightly cheeses it for the Romans to win eventually. Normally that happens after the Marian reforms. But, yeah, obviously that's not going to happen for a little while. I could spread plague around Italy so the Marian reforms never happen, but I'm not sure that will work. The game will cheat at some point. Yes, if I can join them in battle, then I can try and make sure the cheating is minimal. But it might be worth getting into that war just to, get into the Gauls. We'll see about that. Because I do want to get back to them. But of course, for now, it's in with the Germans. Money is rolling in. We have a brilliant economy up here. Obviously, the ports are doing us very well. All of our cities over here, all of our southern cities have ports. Alesia is growing pretty darn quickly, actually. We'll slow it down a little bit just to get some more troops out, but on the whole I'm quite happy with that. And down here we probably need to go get the high grow. Actually no, that's for druids and we need to get up to a higher level for that. Okay, we'll get ourselves the sewers just to make sure the health bonus is working out well. Maddox getting good commander, that is marvellous. End of turn, see if the Germans want to do anything. Gauls are still wandering around their settlement. Now they realise, damn indeed, they need to start heading west. Now we just need to make sure we block their moves forward. Now Betrothal Morfid, who's about 13 and you're 35, sir, but you're sharp. Oh, it's hard to turn down sharp when you are barbarians. Very hard indeed, but he is 35. Ugh. You know what, just for sharp I'm going to do it. Because it's very rare that you get yourself good traits when it comes to, the barbarians. We want to make sure we milk those. Ooh, on that note, in Londinium, we can get ourselves the academy. So that'll be the next thing I want to build. We can just send everyone down there to go and look after our capital. So I'm going to go send you over to Ibericum. And what we'll do is we'll send a couple of units up there so that we can... Hello? Do you want... Thank you! Alright, marvellous. The game didn't break completely. So yes, that way we'll be able to just kind of garrison those with whatever. We'll go train up our generals in the academy in Londinium, which I think will be a good idea. And if we've beaten anyone else to it, then we can hopefully start getting some retinue. So sewers have been built. Recruitment report, just the odd little bits here and there. So we've got this bridge kind of slightly blocked, nothing too much. I just need to be aware of where they can get to. Fine. The problem I've got is I can't get all the way around. Does anyone have Galloper? Okay, Maddox, you get over there. Oh, I don't want to give that to Uther though. Uther, in fact, just swap places. Just swap places, Uther. Uther has come and joined the party over here. He's getting on. His wife just passed away, sadly. So he's come to finish off the Germans in his late old age. Of course, that would be what he would do. Now, I'm hoping with Maddox there, and he is a galloper. And that's command when attacking. Oh, I'm getting confused with my retinue. That's a shame. Oh well. Yeah, we need to be able to get from one bridge to the other. So we probably just need to stand in between, which is what I think we will do. So we'll just step off for the time being. We'll move that across here. Trier doesn't look like it's going to get reinforced anytime soon, which is unfortunate for them. Indeed it is. Mildly extravagant. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is quite unfortunate indeed. Don't really want that, sir. So, we need to be careful about that. Utterly pragmatic, though. Intelligent risk taker. Okay, he has got some good traits on him. He's got some good traits indeed. Well, I'll tell you what we need to do. Before we go sending off our forces into the depths, i.e., on our long voyage, we probably just need to make sure we've got a few good leaders to send down there to make sure we're spreading the right genes. So maybe, sir, that's what you'll be doing. But you need to get those children out. But your wife is 13. I know it's fairly normal in the Middle Ages, but it's still interesting. It's interesting that they actually put it in the game at that age. But there we go. We'll let that one slide for now, because he's a sharp, intelligent man. Now, Narbo Martius, they've got to make their priorities straight here. What are they going to defend? I'm glad we're not at war, because they need to fight off the Spanish and the Julii so that I can have their settlement instead. What are they doing? Nothing too much. They're bits... Yeah, they're a bit stuck in between decisions, aren't they? We're going to go hide over there for now. Marriage celebrations. Ah, Elwood has got married to Blanchefleur. which is marvellous. So you can start bringing yourself down south to get yourself educated in the capital. Oh, yes, marvellous. And you go over to Deva, and Gawain and the Catenacci can come down to London too. That will be magnificent. So, Palace of Glaive. Lovely. You're getting the building project complete. And for now then, it's just a matter of, time waiting here. Because, yes, actually, Uther is still alive. He's 69 now. He's made it quite far. It's very tempting to go and take this, by the way, because they're just standing there waiting for it to go. Oh dear, we've got some interesting standoffs, but I suppose we'll skip a few turns ahead and see what happens. The Germans have sallied forth upon Arthur's 50th birthday, looking regal in his silver and white of old age. Marvellous stuff. It's going to take out Hariulfus the Wrathful here today, and whoever suggested is fairly blast of force, really. Lots of spear warband, of course, can be tricky, sheer numbers, and with the phalanxes, screeching women are, of course, occasionally irritated. Oh, we see the axe always looks like a second hand. It's always quite amusing. Just looks like a big weird claw hand. Anyway, we should be absolutely fine. We've got full army here. We've got our reinforcements. It doesn't look like the Germans are going to get their reinforcements in time. So let's head in. Let's take them out. Chariots. Chariots doing their normal absolute stupidity here. Which is just running. Stop doing your normal thing. Why are they doing... Right, well, the plan has largely failed because chariots are absolute lunatics and get themselves murdered at every opportunity. Well done, well done. You had 4 experience. Should be better than that. Oh well, alas. Right, they are actually properly forming up, which is irritating. I'm actually moving the rest of my army in a bit closer because honestly I'd rather be getting some shots in at them. So let's start moving forward, boys. Well, we're up nice and close now. If they're all going to try and form here, we'll just try and get some early shots in. That would be marvellous. We actually don't have an awful lot of missile troops, particularly with our chariots being utter lunatics. So we'll have to see how that all goes. Barbarian Warlords going to start charging in. Slingers do need to just get themselves back into a safe position. They're going to get themselves charged immediately because they're not listening to me. Marvellous, they're going to get themselves killed. Only a slight hit on them, nothing too bad. But they are going to, for some reason, get pulled into the melee, which is completely stupid. So if we go get our swordsmen forward here, we will go and set the dogs on, send the small pack of hounds on. In fact, just send both units. Yay, Warlord's leaving. That's the useless Warlord, isn't it? What we got? We got the other slingers stuck in melee as well, as you might expect. Oh, it's all gone completely chaotically, instantaneously, hasn't it? Indeed, indeed it has. Warband, get yourself in position. Slingers, get yourself out there. Those seem to be distracted by that. Okay, we're going to do Medieval 2 Total War tactic here. Just hold them in position, and then we'll shoot them in the back with our other units, which is perfect. So, it seems like their general is coming into our main infantry at this point, which is absolutely fine. We're going to take a few hits. Druids should probably be chanting. That would be ideal. Yep, he's running away. Startled goats are not particularly good at fighting men with swords, as it turns out. So we'll try and get into the side of these phalanxes, but obviously they are quite irritating to deal with. Right, chariots, that's the general. That's the enemy general fallen. At least one of them anyway. A bit worried about using my old cataphracts here. Slingers have done their job. They're actually about to get sandwiched, so they should probably run away. What happened to you? Oh, they've got stuck with screeching women. Well, okay, fine. Fine. We'll just see how this battle wants to go from here, shall we? Yeah, they're breaking, which is good because we need a few more breaks to be going on here. Warhounds at the back, they're fine. The Warhounds just chasing down someone. They're probably taking the plaza for us at this point. Right. Everyone get around this flank. That will be magnificent. Slingers shoot at those guys. You guys should probably start running. Yes, cataphracts, so you can go charge them down. That'd be magnificent. Someone's trying to come out. Is that going to be spears? That's a warlord. Okay, cataphracts can go and mop them up. Right, knights, get your job done. Can we get all missiles to stop shooting at this point? Because it seems slightly suicidal. I think that actually that general is the only person left to kill. The only unit that isn't routing, unless any have got back to the plaza yet. They might have. We might be a moment too late with this kill here. There we go. He's going to get chopped down. Come on, my knights! Yes, we haven't seen much of the Knights of the Round Table yet, and their resplendent golden cloaks. Well, they did it magnificent. The colour can go a bit wrong when you start editing the units like I've done, but oh, they look magnificent. We've got Bedivere, we've got Guinevere, we've got Wayne. I don't know. We've got all of them. All of them are here. Even if most of them were made up in the 15th century by Thomas. Oh, well, he probably found his sources from all sorts of places, but most of the stories kind of grow through time, don't they? Right, well, I tell you what, get yourself out of there, please, my good old knights. We don't need to worry about this too much longer. What is happening at the chariots? The chariots are happening, Thomas. Oh, I like the chariots. Right, all missiles. All one of you. The one missile unit that hasn't gone completely bananas in this battle. Do that. Everyone else, infantry, all charge in. We'll get these guys to... What's happening? Oh. There are 2 units that didn't break and they've just caused absolute chaos. I thought I told one of them to go on to skirmish mode, which I assume would have kept them safe. But apparently not. Apparently not. So you guys sling into there. They're going to pile in. Should probably get over here, actually. That would potentially be good. Why do these guys not break? Everyone else has fled. Go home. Go home. Why are they still fighting me? Oh, this is ridiculous. So basically, we've almost entirely slaughtered them. Apart from a few units who've been absolute fools. Utter gibbons, the lot of you. I'm seeing the full effect, actually, of the classic problem with barbarians here, which is that they don't listen to orders half the time. So they're just starting to go a bit mad. The cataphracts caught 1 man and we then got caught in battle. I think a couple of them are dead as well. Oh, this is just stupid, isn't it? Come on! Clear off this guy over here. Come on, your swordsman. Get rid of them. Last few old fools need to go. Lovely. Right, with that is pretty much the battle. Alright, if it's the first time you ever watched my channel, I promise sometimes the battles are more competent than this, but this hasn't been a particularly well fought one. This is why we didn't charge into the city. Right, where's King Arthur? He's the way back there. He ran away. He wasn't having any of this. You know what? We'll let him go and do some work. You get on to them, please, Kingy. We just await now the end of the battle and just listen to the beautiful harmonious songs of my 8 right now. This has been an absolute catastrophe of a battle. Oh dear. In fairness, I haven't been very well. I've been on antibiotics, so I'm going to blame that for my ineptitude here today. But at this point, we have at least just about won. We're just waiting to see if they want to come out for another charge. I honestly can't be bothered to go and smash down the gate. I'm just going to have a cup of tea and contemplate how and when I was ever able to play this game. Oh, why are so many good Britons dead this day? King Arthur, this isn't the battle that we're supposed to have. Where is the legend, the man himself? Ah, maybe this is the wrong Arthur. Maybe that's what we're going to discover here on this campaign. He's just turned 50. He still hasn't pulled a Excalibur out or anything. It's ridiculous, sir. Are you even the real Arthur? Oh, you're ginger. I thought you were supposed to be blonde. That's what we always see in all of the old pictures. Oh, I don't know. We'll find out soon enough, I suppose, ladies and gents. But this is just going to be one of those waiting games now. I'm going to go get a cup of tea. Good news, I've gone to get a cup of tea and we haven't been attacked and magically lost the battle. This is very good news indeed. So it looks like Trier is going to fall, and with that, Arthur will seal his legacy here. Well, maybe, if he is the real Arthur, of course. That we are not yet sure of, but what we are sure of is that the city is now ours. We could enslave, but I'm just going to occupy, I think. That works pretty well for us. Ooh, yes, that's a bit... Oh, I never thought about the fact that they might just go around us. That's so devious of the Germans. That's typical. Ceasefire trade rights, anyone? End the fighting! Oh, you wanted a ceasefire last turn. Well, I've got what I want, so... Oh well, back over this way then, chaps. Going to take them on. Uther. Now, it is tempting to go for this. whilst they've left it open. It would mean that, yeah, the city is slightly further away. It's slightly further for them to get around to this one. You know what, I'm quite happy to go for that. But yeah, I don't have any troops left, so probably need to do some get on with some building. Seaside in affectation phrase. Who cares about any of that? Yeah, we are severely lacking in units right now. On the plus side, I could just go and send these forces and they can probably go and sort of do it themselves. Oh look, 6 chariots survived that utter chaotic mess of a battle. Well, whatever. You know what, we're going to put that under siege then. If you want to continue the war, we'll keep going with the war then. Let us merge these then where we can. We'll just have to take those hits, I think. Right, well, we'll send a couple more infantry to go and help you out, sir. Apparently, no one else is of any use, and they all commit suicide, apparently, in these battles. So we're going to send them over there. They will join you, sir. And that means that our good old King Uther can make sure he completes his job. Up to 71 now. No sign of death coming, so he's doing pretty darn well, all things considered. Yeah, we'll move on. We'll go take that, and we'll get ourselves a border up there. I suppose it gets the border with Noricum, I suppose, which is the least worrying border of all time. Depends who gets it. I can't actually see Noricum at this point, so it might be worth finding out a little bit more. Honestly, I haven't done anything with this diplomat for ages, so much so that he's dead, I think. Yeah, I think he's dead. I've been ignoring him for a long time. Oh, there's some rebels. Well, we'll go and chat to someone. Over here, it's probably Thrace. It looks like they're doing quite well. The Britons haven't done too much at the moment. It's interesting. Good to see how the world's getting on. Lycia's still rebel. It's really Crete that I'd quite like to have. It's Greek! Wow, that's unusual. The Greeks of Crete. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen them take that, and I've played this game about 50, 60, 70 times through. That is absolutely bonkers. Magnificent stuff. Right, the Gauls are back, and I think, they fought off the Spanish. Do they have enough to go and do this time? I don't know. Is he going to try and attack me? He might, you know. That would be slightly foolish, I would suggest. Oh, well, wait. We need to get ourselves a blacksmith, so we'll go and get that constructed there. In San Pandoria, which is what we're now going to refer to this town over here, we'll get ourselves some idiotic... You know what? I really just want some better troops. We can get chosen swordsmen now. So we're going to start on that. 1 turn until the academy. You can see our public baths over here. Honestly, they're not quite as fancy as the Roman public baths, but... ignore the colour. There's nothing wrong there. It's one of those mud baths. There's a nice clean bath somewhere else as well. I do some happiness. I did that in as well because I think baths will add happiness to the world. Depends where you get in the baths, of course. Yes, if you go to Bath Spa, you can go to some lovely baths. But there's sometimes some radioactivity, and to be wary of that. I know baths about 10 miles down the road is Bristol, and the hot wells down there, that area of Bristol is called as such because of the hot springs, but I think those are incredibly radioactive and not very good for your health, so we probably advise you don't. That one doesn't get the public health bonus. That's why there's no city over there. You feel better than that. So after that little sideway note, I guess we better see where things are headed, because at the moment the Germans don't seem to want peace, and they were desperate for it just before we took that town. Now they seem to want revenge, which is frustrating. I don't want to end this war, but I wouldn't mind, I guess, moving the border along to here. So that's fine by me. Let's see what happens. What is very much worth bearing in mind, Londinium, here, that if we get ourselves our stables, we can get up to Warlord stables for cataphracts. Yes, ignore the colour scheme. We're not Armenian, but we can get ourselves magnificent knights. Oh, that'll be good fun. I'm looking forward to that. We're probably going to prioritise the shipwright first, just to kind of see where we're going. We're going to continue squaring up over here. Now, these two guys aren't supposed to die, so I might have to send some other men to go and reinforce. You're not going anywhere, so I won't worry. Right, unfortunately we're kind of stuck. And the old message is still held on. Okay, it's fine. Do we have a good position? Now, it looks like it might be backed up onto a hill, so I'm going to assume we're in a nice enough position there. We'll send some slingers to go and assist you, because you could possibly do some extra troops. We can't actually retrain here, because you haven't got any infrastructure whatsoever. Possibly worth sending them back to Alesia, but might be an issue, actually. They need a King's Hall, which is good to see, but expensive. Practice range there. To be honest, can we get anything from the practice range apart from slingers? No. It is the most useless building in the world to us. I really miss archers. It's very early into this campaign, but I really miss archers. Right, let's head into here. What do we have? Oh, there are some hidden troops. Interesting indeed. Spear Warband. We've got the general here. Bloody, which is annoying. Nothing too interesting, to be honest. So we'll have to take him out. What about these reinforcements? Well, we can take those out outside the city. That'd be magnificent. I actually just need to see what equipment I have. Only one ram! Oh, that's fine. Don't need to worry about that too much. I think I just clicked on it in a really generic way. There added more rams to it. Right, well, let's head in then. King Uther is going to go into battle. Hector, of course, needs to die, doesn't he? Has he got married? Is he still not married? We might not have to worry about him because he's going to get himself. He's going to end his family line anyway, so there's no trouble there whatsoever, which is slightly amusing. Okay, no one's really coming for any time soon, so we've got a decent amount of family members. But Hector, of course, is the one we did want to die, but he isn't too bad. But he's a massive hyper-contract, so we'll see. We'll see about that. Right, let's head in then, and let's go and take the city. Our immediate plan was obviously to go and snipe off the reinforcements of what we're trying to do. They're desperately trying to get into this city. We're going to go take out these barbarian cav. They are not going to last very long against these chariots. They're not going to be happy whatsoever. Let's go in. The king himself is finally into a big bout. And with that, oh yes, a little bit of damage to us, but almost none. They've been slaughtered here. Absolutely slaughtered. No one is going to be getting up. Do you want to follow him, please? You follow him. You go and deal with those guys before they murder you, because they are going to slaughter you. Javelins are really powerful against this kind of troop. Yes, you get into there. I kind of got my position slightly wrong, so we're going to have to go and deal with that in good time. These skirmishes, I don't think are going to last too long. Are they just about broken? They're wavering and they're gone. Have we got in? No, we were useless. Absolutely useless. Well, we'll go finish off the skirmishes, we'll get our infantry in position, and we'll start cracking down the walls. They don't seem to really get this whole kill them and walk through the gate thing, but I've just about managed to do it, actually. The way to victory is open! Marvellous. I'm worried that our general might actually be German at this point, but we'll go and take on this chap. Well, yes, the cup of tea has left me quite sprightly, and now we're ready to charge! Yes, sir! Take down the German swine! Here we come! To your doom! That was slightly anticlimactic, if I'm honest. Yeah, quite anticlimactic. Infantry, go get yourself over here. We still actually killed that warband by the door. And there we are, more skirmishes have gone. This is very poor tactical decision making by this warlord over here. We're just using the generals so far, and yep, that's pretty much all of them gone as well. These two chariots don't even know how to get in the city. In fact, it's all these family complete cowards. What's wrong with you? Get in the city. Hector's getting himself killed because he's doing. Yep. He did what I told him not to do, which is go and run into battle. What an absolute fool. There we go. At least that's him gone. Spent ages trying to get that man killed, and it's finally happened. Right, well, we'll see if they want to, if anyone else wants to get himself killed in this battle, but I don't really want the faction leader to die here. Uther's been a good servant to us, so we'll try and get ourselves into position. Try and pin them around. Well, we'll try and get around them a little bit here, because this spear warband could be slightly annoying when it comes down to it. So let's try and get everyone into position, and we'll get on to the final bout. Time to start moving in then. We're going to get the general in as well. Let's start running in to the flank over here. And we'll do the same over in that direction. Start smashing into them, lads. That'd be marvellous. Get into the main general. Do not get distracted by the plaza. Get into that general. General, you go and join them. Now, if we can get our woad warriors in over here and you want to actually run in like I'm telling you to, that would be marvellous. If this is where you die, sir, it's where you die, but you would have died a noble death. But hopefully you'll take out the German chap here as you do it. There we go. He's fleeing. We are hopefully going to get all that infantry in. There he goes. And we're going to charge in over here. We're going to stop because they are phalanx. And we're going to turn away. In fact, no, we're going to turn away. Well, we distracted them for long enough. Right, charge back in then, lads. Charge back in. General, if you complete... In fact, if he's not attacking right now, we better just leave him to it. Anytime you mercenaries want to come and join the party, that'd be grand. There goes the other general who got away in the first place. Right, you guys, pull away, because we want to push them off the plaza, please, so they'll break. So if you can just get yourselves out of battle, that'd be magnificent. Oh no, he's going to get himself killed. Every time with the chariots. No, get out. Go away. Don't die, sir. This is not how you're supposed to go. Right. Let's push them off the plaza then, please. One day I'll be able to chop them up. Come on, they're only some basic cheap spearmen. These are the most overpowered unit in the entire game. And I'm sorry, that is the absolute truth. They're not even fighting, and they're causing mass chaos for our ranks. It's absolutely ridiculous. Push them off the plaza, and at least we might have a chance of winning this. The German phalanxes are unbelievably rude. I mean, honestly, if you play as the Germans, it is the easiest thing in the world to go and win against all the other barbarians. Because you just use your phalanxes and you slaughter them every time. Even fighting against them. It's ridiculous. Right, I need to get some better troops. So chosen swordsmen that will hopefully come in very soon. The problem is there isn't a lot else I can get. I've got the cutterfracts, I've got the heavy chariots to come. Who I can just use chariot armies to just win me everything, as long as I'm not facing phalanxes, of course. So we'll get to that in time. We will probably just be using heavy chariot armies once I can get those. So I should probably go and get my upgrades to go and build that. We're gonna they fight to the very, very last there. Not really part of the plan to come take this town, but probably a good decision all things considered. War ist wieder, those have never experienced it. Indeed it is. I would probably object to going to any war should I be asked to do so. But comes to Rome Total War, I will happily go and conquer all. I might have to enslave here, actually. Because it looks awfully like, it looks awfully like they weren't going to be too happy. Oh, stone walls. Oh, yes, that's so lovely to see. Chosen swordsman. Oh, we're getting straight on that. This is a good town. You fools. You fools, you've gifted me a good town. Was this their old capital? No, I don't think it was it? It's one of the other ones. This one up here, yeah. Damn! That's the capital. So, what do we want to do? I suspect we're probably looking alright in terms of squalor for now because we've just done that. I'm going to get a stone wall. It will help with happiness as we go forward, but it would also mean that I can defend the city. Marvellous stuff. Right, well, as we square off against the last of these chaps, we'll probably leave it for now. We'll just see if they do want that ceasefire again. No, they still don't. That seems rather foolish to me, but there we are. Right, well, we'll gather our forces. We'll try and figure out what we're going to do. The Gauls are wandering. If you attack me, I'm going to cut you. All right, mate. I'm not having this. They have been standing around here. I'm assuming they're swinging down this direction, but I don't like that at all. Did they come back down here? Maybe they just lost a battle. I don't know. Honestly, I just don't know anymore. I've actually run out of money. Oh no. Everything's gone wrong. Everything's gone wrong. Right. I want to try and figure out what's happening next time. For now, I leave us with the question of, is this the real Arthur? I don't know at this point. He's a great man, that cannot be argued, and stories are being written of him. He has famous warriors by his side. He has his famous druid Merlin, but is he the chosen one? I do not know. And we will, well, we might not find out next time, but we will certainly face off with the Germans at least on one more occasion. But we certainly have the upper hand in this war. I probably could knock them out of the game if I wanted to, but I'm probably not going to do that. I'd rather, yes, use this lovely, lovely river border moving forward. So anyway, for now I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Tenerity Human, and this has been our King Arthur campaign. Thank you, and goodbye. The most plunderful time of the year. No flag, no country. Simultaneous death robot in. That's what we all came to see. The golden age as we nuke the world. These guys will soon be blown out of the water. Did you see what I did there? I am not proud of myself.